Good morning students. Today we start with the test case. Test case in software testing. So what is test case? So basically test case is a document which consists of set of conditions or actions which are performed on the software application in order to verify the expected functionality of the feature. So test case is what? It is a document where set of conditions are there, and on the basis of conditions we need to take the actions which are performed on the software application in order to verify the expected functionality of our feature. So here we describe the end-to-end logical flow of specific requirement with the test data and some prerequisites and expected result. That is the test case. Okay, here is some format of standard test cases. Sample test case for the standard of the test case. So see, here is the test case ID, test case description, prerequisites, test steps, test data, expected result, actual result, status, created by whom, date of creation, executed by, and date of execution. This is the standard format for the test case. When we want to write any test case, that time follow this standard of the test case where test case ID is there. We write here TC001. Okay, this is the example for the Gmail login. This is the test case of the Gmail. So test case ID is unique ID, that is we write here TC001. So test case description, write down the test case description, that is objective of this test case is verify the login of Gmail account. You people very well known about the how to log into the Gmail account. Okay, so enter the login ID, then enter the password. If the credentials are correct, then you log into account. If the credentials are wrong, that time that shows the message that credentials are incorrect. Okay, this is the test case for the Gmail. So for that purpose, test ID is there, then test case description is there, and some prerequisites are there. Means what? If you want to log into Gmail, for that there is need of the user is authorized and then has an account in Gmail. These are the prerequisites for the test case of the Gmail. Then next one is the test steps. Which are the steps? First one is enter the valid username, then enter the valid password, and then click on the login button. These are the steps for the Gmail test case. Then there is some test data is required. So user account should be present in Gmail, that is the test data. And expected result is what? User should be able to log in his Gmail account with these valid credentials. And second expected result is what? Invalid username or password should get displayed if the username and password are not valid. First of all, you enter the correct credentials, then it shows the result, that is user should be able to log in his Gmail account, right? And second, you enter the invalid username or the invalid password, that it get displayed invalid or not valid password. So this is the expected result. And actual result is what? If the valid credentials are entered, then user will be able to log in his or her account. And second actual result is if invalid credentials means what? User ID and password are entered, then nothing happens, means the expected message is not displayed. Then status means your test case is pass or fail. If it is pass, then status is pass. If it is fail, then status is fail. Created by the person. Write down the name here. The test case is created by, like we take here the Rajesh. Then date of creation. Then executed by. Like that test case is executed by the Umesh, and date of execution. So this is the standard format of the test case. So this is description for this. Test case ID means the ID of the test case. Test case description means the objective of summary of the test case. Prerequisites means any precondition which need to be executed before starting the test. Test steps means the procedure to execute the test case. Test data means data required while executing the test. Expected result means our expected output. And actual result means the actual output of our test case. Okay. Then status means pass, fail, not executed. When test case is not executed, and blocked when high severity bug is found. So this is the status. We write here pass, fail, or the not executed. Then created by means the name of the person who wrote the test case. Date of creation, the date on which the test case was authored. Executed by means the name of the person who ran or executed the test case. And date of execution means the date on which the test case was executed. So this is the standard format of test case, and this is the description of the standard test case, format of the test case. So basically there are some types of the test cases. First one is the formal test cases, and second one is the informal test cases. So what is formal test cases? So see, formal test cases are those test cases which are authored as per the test case format. We already discussed that which is the standard format for the test case. So in the formal test cases, these test cases authored or created as per the test case format. It has all the information like precondition, input data, output data, post condition, and etc. Okay, so this is the formal test case, and it has a defined set of inputs which will provide the expected output. Second one is the informal test cases. Informal test cases are authored for such requirement where the exact input and output are not known. Okay, so these are the types of the test cases. First one is the formal test cases, second one is the informal test cases. Now, how to write the good test cases? So first one is the customer requirement. So take the proper requirement from the customer. Test cases should be created by keeping the customer's requirement in mind. Then straightforward, simple and clear. Test cases should be very simple, very clear. It should be very straightforward. The number of times it gets executed, no matter by whom, it should give the same outputs. That's why the test cases should be very straightforward, very simple and very clear for to understand. Okay, then do not presume. Presume means assumptions. Okay, do not make any guesses of any functionality or features of your application. There is no need to guesses of any functionality, it is working or not. Okay, so do not presume. Always author the test cases as per the requirement specification document, that is SRS. Next one is the unique test cases. Each of the test cases should have a unique name and unique identification number. Should not be repeated. So the test cases authored should not be repeated. and assure 100% test coverage. Ensure that all the customer requirements are met while authoring the test case. As per the customer specification, all the conditions are covered. So we will stop here. Thank you.